You're listening to the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play.
The options market can be a confusing place. Sorting through the daily avalanche of data, alerts, updates, articles, and analysis to find the most important information is an overwhelming prospect. But now you have help. Welcome to the Options News Rundown, the only program that breaks through the noise to bring you the most important news and information from the world of options. Every day we bring you the top 5 option stories curated by the options experts at theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider. And now it's time to break through the noise. It's time for your Options News Rundown.
Good morning. Today is Monday, July 23rd, 2018. This is your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Our first story today is from investing.com. It's the top 5 things to know in the market on Monday. First thing to know is Trump warns Iran to never threaten the U.S. Concerns surrounding geopolitics return to the forefront after U.S. President Donald Trump warned Iranian President Hassan Rouhani in the late Sunday evening post on Twitter to never, ever threaten the U.S. again, or else suffer consequences. The tweet came hours after Rouhani told Trump that hostile policies towards Tehran could lead to the mother of all wars. The Trump administration has been harshly critical of Iran pulling out of the nuclear deal reached between Iran and the West, and is set to reimpose sanctions starting in November. Trump also threatened to halt Iranian oil exports, which could cripple Iran's economy. Second thing to know today is escalating U.S.-Iran rhetoric boosts oil. Oil got a boost from the escalation in rhetoric between Washington and Tehran. The global oil benchmark September Brent crude was up 65 cents, or around 0.9% to $73.75. U.S. West Texas Intermediate futures tacked on 38 cents, or 0.6% to $68.64 a barrel. The third thing to note today is Alphabet kicks off a busy week of earnings. There are about 170 S&P 500 companies and 11 Dow members reporting earnings in what will be the busiest week of earnings in the second quarter earnings season. Most of the focus will be on the FANG Group stocks. The fourth thing to note today is U.S. stock futures point to a lower open. U.S. stock futures earlier looked set to kick off the week on a downbeat note, with major indices on track to open with moderate losses as investors focused on the latest batch of corporate earnings. And the fifth thing to note today is Trump's Fed comments hold down the dollar. Away from equities, the U.S. dollar struggled against its major peers as investors continued to digest President Trump's comments on the greenback strengths. The U.S. dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, was little changed at 94.31. It slid to its lowest since July 11th at 93.98 in overnight trade. Elsewhere in the bond market, U.S. Treasury prices edged higher, pushing yields lower across the curve, with the benchmark 10-year yield dipping to around 2.88%, while the Fed-sensitive 2-year note was near 2.59%. Our second story today is from investing.com as well. CME Group displays continuing popularity, reports nearly 100% growth in quarterly volume. Let's see what they're talking about here. CME Group's Bitcoin futures average daily volume in the second quarter grew at an impressive 93% over the previous quarter. In addition, open interest in its contracts exceeded 2,400, which represented a 58% increase. These fine numbers were recently reported in a mere tweet by CME. Our third story today is also from investing.com. Speaking of Bitcoin eyeing 8,000, 5 factors pushing BTC prices higher this week. Bitcoin is within less than $400 of the $8,000 range, and as the price has shown in the past, a few $100s could be vaulted within an hour. There are some indications that for BTC, the price may continue to inch up or even vault the level in a very short burst of trading. Here are some indicators that Bitcoin prices are potentially on the move again. Bitcoin price dominance. Within hours this Monday, the market capitalization of dominance of Bitcoin moved up from 42.5% to more than 45%. This may mean altcoins are not in fashion while Bitcoin prices are climbing at a faster pace. Miners follow the money. Bitcoin mining is at an absolute record. This inflow of new mining power with more efficient machines and hash rates reaching 22 THs per machine show that miners trust their profitability potential. While Bitcoin prices are falling, there were concerns that mining could become unprofitable. But despite the bear market, mining has continued at a faster pace, achieving both short-term and long-term goals. Trading picks up. Bitcoin is becoming more popular, with trading increasing to 33.24% of the total market in the past 24 hours. Japanese investors return. At the moment, speculation in Japanese yen and USDT are the leading factors behind the market movements of Bitcoin and expectations of an ETF. For US-based investors, inflows from institutional money are still expected, especially if an ETF is approved on August 10th. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is news you can use for today, July 23rd, 2018, your options news rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart, and have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Options News Rundown. To learn more about these stories or any other developments from the world of options, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider.
The preceding program was a production of the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions@theoptionsinsider.com.